I gave you the wrong Brady. Ashley, what you? Oh, it's Gomez.
That's nobody's fortunate to marry me as that.
I think I should get at least some kind of.
Is that fortunate? Would that be fortunate?
Yes.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
That fella ain't start talking marriage yet?
I'm ready.
You're ready.
It's major.
That's
How old are you now?
22.
Yeah, you're ready.
Yes. I think I should get a pedigree just for
5 more
not
minutes.
attempting that quiz.
Being really.
You need 10 more years, but 10 more years you're an old woman.
10 more years.
10 more years, you old.
Hello.
Trust me, I ain't based paper last week because that's the same paper I used this week.
Sound like you were very confident, son.
Huh?
Sound like you're confident.
I promise you all
See,
that.
that hard test causes people to pick up. Keisha, can I have your paper, please, ma'am?
Right. I'll be in.
Keisha on that paper over, it's now and now.
Thursday if I can. Inside. Okay.
Monday is a holiday, by the way,
That's the God.
but there will be class.
You don't.
Oh, no, that's right. Tuesday's class, right? I was thinking it was Monday.
So you going to class?
Why you like that?
No, I don't think so, Monday. Huh? I know y'all ain't coming. You think I go to class on holiday?
I was wondering because you were supposed to laugh.
I would not hold no class on no Monday. Because your holiday ain't coming.
You know that.
All right.
You read teachers, yeah.
Oh, let me take this. See who is here, who's not here. Desmond Bain, are you here? In
That's
the
the one
flesh?
you get 100 last time. Cheap.
Is Clayton Bowles here?
See him there? See him there?
Leave the camera, girl. They're taping that. Tatum Bryce.
That's on vacation.
Tatum Bryce is here. At least you're regular. Denise Allen Pennant. Oh, Lord.
She
Denise.
coming.
The road to Leah Brown. Didn't they see her?
Yeah, she is.
She's going to get something to eat.
Stop that.
Simone Cargill. Where's Simone
She
Cargill?
coming today. She coming.
Man, class almost over. Chan. Yeah. Patrick Curtis. You're here, sir.
Oh, our good friend. So happy to have you.
Frisco.
To commune with us.
Frisco.
Yes, sir.
Frisco, what time does class start?
It starts at 6.
You think you could be here at 6 next
I
week?
tried so hard to be here at 6 o'clock. Today was crazy.
Frisco.
I would never want to be late for your class.
Frisco, I don't know. There's 2 weeks in a row now.
At least I'm here. I know you were depressed. I'm here.
Tennille. Yeah. Gary O. Didn't see you last week, Gary O. Darren Goodman.
You know.
I know.
Ashley Gomez. Gomez, you ain't missing no class yet, eh?
No,
I tell you.
no sleep, no days off.
She ain't gonna like it.
I came here after swimming in the pool.
Kendra Jones?
That's our extracurricular activity.
Swimming in the pool.
She's no longer in here? That's what you all told me about Periska 2 weeks ago.
Hello, I'm telling you.
I can't listen to you.
No.
You all told me that about Periska. Your friend tell me you wasn't coming.
I believe that.
So, Latira knows. Periska, you're here.
Yes, I'm here.
Lakishna Stewart.
She in there. I think she coming back.
Look, it's not.
She ain't coming back. I can see. You guys make the statement. Adia Thompson. Where's Adia?
We can't take it no more.
Adia got 100% last week. Natonia got 100% last week. Simone got
We get
100% last
83,
week.
so we good.
There's always a few good people in the class, you know. Keisha Taylor.
You're probably querying the same question.
Not only that, they got the same ones right and the same ones wrong.
I demand a
Somebody
recount.
copy from somebody.
I demand a recount.
What a winky dinky.
Somebody copy from somebody. I don't know who. Keisha Taylor. Natonia Wilson. Codisha, who's Codisha Brown?
She must be drop. She ain't been
Oh yeah, she ain't this 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah, she's up there.
She can't make it. She ain't blah.
Waitress?
Yeah, all right. All right. Okay, I'm about to hand out a sheet,
No more.
4 sheets from which we will do our lecture today. On this lecture, your quiz is going to be much longer next week because there's a lot of pertinent things in there.
How could we have a quiz next week? We have midterm.
The following week, right?
What's next week?
Yeah. Okay.
Gotta have some compassion, Mr. Major. You want quiz and midterm in one night?
Mistakes, yeah,
Not in
mistakes.
this great establishment.
So what is next week?
Mistake. But it'll be the following week. But I'm handing this out. This is what we're gonna talk about tonight.
I have a question. We sticking to the schedule what you give us? No.
We are like a week or so behind. That's all.
Oh, because
But we'll cover the areas that need to be covered.
because you didn't come that first day class day.
The first thing, what the first thing on there say?
Introduction and we
What
did-
date? What date?
No, you alter the date.
That's the date I put down.
You slick. That's okay.
So what is the date?
Yes, ma'am.
Today is supposed to be the something with the use of humor.
I know we get tonight is not going to be in the midterm.
Midterm is only outline
I don't know. I ain't making my mind yet. Huh?
The midterm on the paper say outline PC statement. That's all I studying by.
Mr. Major.
Yeah,
Sorry?
that's what
You
it's
should let us
like.
know
Outline
it's gonna be in the
topic.
midterm.
I will let you know.
It's not good.
I will let you know at the end of class tonight. At 8:30 tonight, I'll let you know, okay?
So it ain't
All
on the
right.
14th. It ain't on the 14th no more. On the 21st.
Next week is the 14th.
So we still have a midterm.
Next week is the 14th, right? And what I have on there? Midterm?
Say week after that.
No, the quiz will be week after next. Quiz. Let me have your attention, please. I'm about to hand out, tonight we're going to deal with Your Body Speaks. Remember we spoke about 3 types of communication. Can any of you remember what are the 3 types of communication?
Verbal, non-verbal.
Verbal,
Non-verbal.
non-verbal, and written. And of those 3, which one is the most used?
Non-verbal.
Non-verbal communication is actually 75% of communication. And so we're going to spend a little while on the techniques. We can spend a little while on the techniques of how to get your body to speak. So I'm about to do some handouts here. And we're going to go through this in our lecture for our first hour or so this evening. Take notes. Let's talk it through, and I think you'll find it rather interesting. All right?
Nobody's speaking tonight.
Yeah, we got speeches tonight. I do have 6 or 7 of them actually.
Is
I have a funny plenty of them in show. 3 of them over there.
Well, last year.
Okay.
And you? You spoke yet?
Last week?
No. Tatum Price.
Yeah, last week.
You spoke last week? You supposed to speak tonight? Huh?
I
spoke last week? Then you will speak tonight?
Tatum.
Good. No problem with that.
Thank you.
I'm handing out 4 sheets of paper. One at a time. Sorry? What you say, Leah?
I said I need 2 more. Here, see that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody sitting there. Somebody sitting there.
You can get half.
Kaga, you're half hour late today.
I apologize. Did you get my message today?
I got no message from nobody. How long you're going to be late? Nobody told me how long you would be late.
I apologize.
I thought she was
I
trusting
remember
me.
I sleep.
No, I just want to say how long she could be. How she supposed to how long?
When I finish with y'all, y'all will have learned like you never, like you ain't learn like this. In a
I
long
want
time.
the six.
Sorry.
I
Huh?
want the six.
I mean, just like this there.
I don't want that.
Y'all ain't learn. Well,
But I thought I only see name. I didn't touch that, so you got to give me out.
you done fail. You might as well keep that. That can't pass nothing. What that can pass?
Well, let her.
50. 50 better than
No,
zero.
no. The explanation is more than the name.
Sorry for that.
Oh, I can do the same. Give her a chance. Let her do it.
No. You can't get the same benefits that people who come with.
I break a whole nail trying to get here. I gotta come with something.
Where that come from?
I come for a lot.
All right. I'm coming with the second stuff.
Right there. You right there making noise.
Look here, when your first class, you was a well-behaved student. And you did deteriorate every week since that. Every week. You get worse and worse. I don't understand.
Your student asked me a question I was only answering now.
That's
Every week since that first class, you get worse and worse.
Like caramel, something. Okay. Smell like pancake. Yeah,
I was put that together underneath the other thing. They didn't staple these for me, so I don't know why. They didn't staple them.
You're talking about that?
well, not really. This is
There you go.
found by the light. Whatever I go about. And then just smell it.
You just reach and you and like you're
I didn't see her today. I'm just.
She was in an accident. She's trying to
accident.
Yeah.
Well, then you didn't get hurt, no?
No.
Did you total the car?
Just the legend.
So the staple up.
I ain't gonna staple them. Huh? Did you staple the car? I mean, did you?
No. Somebody hit me.
Somebody hit you?
Thank you.
You good? Do what? You come to that. That ain't tonight. That ain't tonight. Humor is a very hard class. Yeah. I'll push that back. I can push that back. Humor is very, humor seems easy, but humor is very hard.
So what this is?
All right, I'm coming around with page 3. I'm coming around with page 3. Is that possible? Is that possible, Mariska?
Why'd you not make me right?
I got it right.
Wow.
I practice it and practice it and practice it. Now you'll survive on all this fast food. Man, I gotta survive on that.
Any more pages after 3?
Yeah, one more. I don't know how to survive. You gotta cook it and go on.
Listen, y'all don't put up an hour on pizza.
This one don't eat no fast food.
Hey, girls. Y'all don't put up an hour on pizza.
How much?
Class party.
Hey, you won't put the ones up?
When we have a class party.
I need half a box myself.
No man, risk it on the lot.
Class party.
Class party, final exam.
Scotiabank.
That should be.
Right there.
You don't even have GM no more.
This one say right here, she can get into the vault.
Me? Why?
And you can see right, she'll be right there and I'll be collecting on the front.
Last one coming through.
More.
There you go. Rice.
Just
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
question.
bag, but she was born here.
Thank you.
You get one, you got one of this?
No,
No,
no.
sir. We need two. Thank you.
Nice to big one, sure.
I just, could you put together for it? I take one plate.
Clean bowls?
Yeah, sir. You gotta leave my boy down there.
Look at the wood face.
Why does I give it one?
Come on, what is that you need? What is that?
Salty. You gonna smell that?
What you call it?
You know,
No, what it is?
salty.
So why you scared about my nail?
Salty.
Salty Sanchez. Y'all still eat
That's how
that?
you know message from weeks ago.
Y'all still eat that, man?
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Email and new invoices.
I got
I
that.
didn't know y'all used to still eat that, man.
I got that. Trust me. You
No, but
understand,
not
shorty. I got that.
Parisha, you didn't speak?
She harassing me. No, she talking
You're
about
speaking tonight?
You forgot all about me. I thought I was exempt.
You would never come to class, that's the problem.
Wow.
We only schedule those who show up.
First kiss on the day.
One glass like this.
Who missed one class? Who missed one class?
One.
You missed one of the two classes. We only had two classes.
One. I know you're
What?
the speaker. You're the counter.
One out of the two is 50%. You have a statement over there.
Being
Give us
forward.
Yeah, we understand, bro.
Okay, I need to borrow it too.
Come to class, you chose.
Oh.
I get statement from the bank statement.
Come to class, you chose. You have a question, you have a guess where I get my tools from.
Everybody signed in.
It's like coming to us.
You're helping me out
I'm
there.
helping you out.
We have in class, Patty.
Pizza.
We can eat that
Your
now.
grades can be so bad, you ain't gonna want them.
You're gonna do it.
You think we wait there,
Yeah,
A pity party, a pity party. All right, let's get to work, you people. You people, we're being recorded. Are we still being recorded? We off?
Yeah.
We off? We back on?
Just act like we think.
We are back on, all right? So, you know, this might go viral, so y'all behave, right?
Only you wanna grab it up.
What do you mean with what?
Oh my God.
I don't know, we can hear the noise from the peanut gallery. You can hear it. It's very clear. Alrighty.
Crickets.
Let's get cracking. Alright. On this weekend I had to do a presentation to some leaders at a church. About 40 people. And I had to do for an hour and a half. I had to do it for an hour and a half. And a lady came behind me about an hour later, and she did an hour. And our styles contrasted heavily in the light of today's discussion. In that, first of all, as you know, I have a big voice. I also had electronic aid in terms of I was using a PowerPoint presentation, and I did a lot of what we'll talk about tonight, body language, so to speak, moving up and down and sort of stuff. Contrasted with the lady came behind me was very soft spoken, no electronic.
So basically, she put
Yeah.
them sleep.
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff she was doing was quotes from the internet. It appeared, you know, a lot of quotes. Quote after quote. She was giving them credit for it. I just said that to say, I thought about this lesson and this class after thinking about both performances. She had good stuff, but people kept saying, well, yeah, she had good stuff, but because they were able to compare it with another person who used.
Then you show off.
Oh, they-
Who's this on?
No, I'm just using this for comparison purposes for you, right? And to show you that the effectiveness of a presentation can be so enhanced by using the electronic stuff we talked about last week, and also by your body language, which we are going to talk about right now. And the topic of this article, and essence, and there are tons of quiz questions I have in here, which I will point out to you for your note taking. For those of you who didn't score very well on my quiz, just so to guide you. So we're talking about your body speaks. Your body speaks. And the article opens up by saying, when you talk to your friends and whatever, co-workers, you move your hands, much as I'm doing now. You move your hands, you walk around, you make eye contact, and you change your facial expression. These movements are called body language. Good quiz question. What constitutes body language? And how would you answer that? The moving of the hands and arms, walking around, making eye contact, and the changing of facial expression.
Where is it? Where is that? So we can highlight it.
Very first paragraph. Very first paragraph. The very first paragraph.
Arms walking around.
The very first paragraph.
What's the format? Multiple choice?
Listen, I said I will discuss midterm exam at 8:30. That's when I will discuss that. All right?
8:30?
At 8:30.
Class over?
The speech will be finished then.
Okay, cool.
All right? 8:30 I will discuss the midterm exam.
So we're coming on 9 today.
All right?
8:30,
Come on, 9 o'clock.
they ride.
Now, those who have to leave, you leave at your own risk. All right?
The same work, you can't pay me overtime for my break saying less. So, how we gonna work this out?
Actually, that go.
Yeah,
We can need.
Actually, that dead.
Even if you was 32,
Just quit.
you talk like you're 22.
What?
Let's go on. All right.
I any clarification.
Yeah. Let's go back. Another way of asking that first question could be, what are 5 things that are contained in body language?
Eye contact.
And they would be moving your hands and arms, walking around, making eye contact, changing facial expression.
Body little.
4.
Hands and arms are 2 different things.
Yeah.
He said don't go by what you read, go by what he say.
All right. So I have reiterated that one point twice. That is a potential question. But actually, for these purposes, I want you to know, I just gave an example, and I just said that in becoming a really good speaker, as you're going to have to become if you become a supervisor, or if you have to deal with the public or whatever, you're going to have to become a non-boring speaker. And to the extent that you can develop your body contact, to the extent will determine your level of success. All right? So, the first thing is to identify all those things contained therein. Then we can go in and we're going to understand some of them individually. Now, body language is as important in public speaking as in everyday conversation. So 2 of you are talking and you can see the animation between 2. It's the same kind of a thing you want to do if you're speaking publicly in order to communicate with your audience. Imagine a speaker who's sincere about her topic but stands stiffly before the audience during the entire speech, not moving or even looking at anyone as she speaks. How would that come around? How would that come along to you? Boring, eh? That'd be boring, right? Okay. Her words say that she cares about the subject, but her body communicates otherwise. The result, the audience doubts her message. One of the reasons of becoming a speaker or of speaking and doing it well is because your credibility is at stake. You don't want to be able to speak and people say they doubt your message. And you've lost it all. Not only have you lost the speech, you've lost credence with the people you're talking to on other matters. And so it's so important that you use all of these things in order to convey. So if you have a message to bring, you have to communicate with all of these medium that you have on you. Okay? Now, so not only does body language communicate, here's another question for a quiz. What all does body language communicate? It communicates,
Confidence, power.
It communicates confidence, power. It enhances your believability. It illustrates and emphasizes the points you are making. And it helps to release any nervous energy you may have.
But the question is, what all the body language what?
What the question could be.
What is body language?
Body language consists of what?
Confidence.
Communicating confidence and power. It enhances your believability. It illustrates and emphasizes the points you are making, and it helps to release any nervous energy you may have.
No. Not in this establishment. No.
So that's not no mean nothing then.
Hey, what you saying? Hey.
Make sure that carry on it.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a very important calling.
This is unacceptable.
Whoever this is, you calling them every
Proper
time.
distraction.
That's the
I think
sweet
we are.
I got that on camera, right?
Yeah.
Say yeah.
Okay, but they cutting into my time, buddy, and I can't go over there 30.
You can't see that facial expression.
My ride ready to 30.
You are on a class or 8 o'clock on call tonight.
Not this good establishment.
Okay, what's the problem?
You get utilized. Rewind the camera. That's the problem. Say, what's the problem?
That's an important thought. Very important
Next
thought.
question of the quiz.
All right, let's go on. Let's go back to this quiz question again. What are some things
Body language.
that body language does? It communicates confidence
And power.
and the power. It enhances what? Your believability. It illustrates and does what?
Emphasize
You are making, and it helps to release any nervous energy you may have. Body language is expressed in stance, movement, gestures, facial expression, and eye contact. Those 5 things are involved with body language. So we're getting into the science of using your body language. The science of using your body.
We saw your body language.
I'm telling you. Facial expression.
The hand movement, the walking around, all of that.
Take off the glasses.
Gestures.
It's even like singers, people who sing. If they just stood up there and just sang, as opposed to move around and dance and use the body, they are wooing you not only with the song but with these different things that they do.
I get
But
you.
so
Like Taylor Swift
Love
and
great
Beyonce.
potential.
Song like that.
Okay, Joel. Post it.
all right, let's go on, guys. Let's go on. Now let's deal with stance. When we say stance, what are they talking about here? You should move. You should move during your presentation. Okay? Occasionally you'll stand still, probably during the opening and during the close. If you slouch your shoulders or fix your eyes on the floor, your audience will think you are shy and weak.
But suppose you are shy.
You don't want, I'm shy. But as a speaker, you do not want to communicate that you are shy. You want to communicate confidence and power as a speaker. All right?
Yeah.
You wanna do that. Okay. Your audience thinks you're shy and weak if that happens. If you repeatedly shift your weight from one foot to the other, you appear uncomfortable and nervous. And your audience may be distracted by your movement. But if you stand straight, feet slightly apart, and your weight evenly distributed on each foot, and you look directly at your listeners, you convey confidence and poise. All right?
Well, how come you don't stand with your foot apart?
Think of the speakers we've had so far in the last 2 weeks. And even though you weren't required to be at this level, you still saw some who already had some of these skills in terms of confidence. Some of them who used more than that. Some who stood here and shifted their feet. You see the different levels that they're talking about. Okay? Even though you were not required to be at this level at the time. Okay? So, and all of this is important in terms of keeping your attention, in terms of you listening to what people are saying. Now let's look at movement. Let's look at movement. Movement during a speech provides variety for the audience. Question on the quiz. What are some of the things that movement during a speech produces? 1, variety for the audience. You already have it there.
Highlighted.
Once, variety for the audience. When you walk from one place to another, you also do what? You attract listeners' attention. You attract listeners' attention. And you get them involved as their eyes and heads follow you. This is on page 27.
Okay.
Your movement from your seat to the lectern and the podium is actually the beginning of your presentation. You want to appear confident. In other words, you don't want to walk up to the podium when they call you. You don't want to walk sheepishly or as if you are afraid. You want to walk confidently. It gives the impression to the audience, this guy's going to be good. This guy's going to be good. Or this girl's going to be good. All right? When you are finished speaking, return to your seat in the same manner. Yes, in other words, walk back home, walk back to your seat confidently. Any movement during your speech should be purposeful as well. Avoid pacing, fidgeting, swaying from side to side, or bouncing up and down on your toes. Question for a good quiz. What are some things you should avoid?
Pacing.
Pacing, fighting, swaying from side to side, bouncing up and down on your toes. Alright? These are nervous habits that distract the audience. Instead, deliver part of your speech from one spot, then move to another spot. Okay? If you want to dramatize a specific point, use movement. For example, if you're describing a physical action such as throwing a ball or shivering from the cold, act out your description by moving your body appropriately. The movement should take place slightly before the verbal point it reinforces. So slightly before you make the point, you should begin the movement. Gestures. Some of you say gestures.
Who said that? What classes be teaching?
Gestures. Gestures are very important as a part of a speech. In fact, they are the most expressive part of body language.
Quiz question.
Question. What is the most expressive part of body language?
Gesture.
Gestures.
What are?
And what does it consist of? The movement of the head, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, or some other part of the body.
I swear.
Not if you internalize it. Not if you
You're not
internalize it.
friends, like,
Not if you internalize. If you internalize it, you'll be alright. Okay? Alright?
Turn up.
friends.
There are three different types of basic gestures that they have listed here. Size, weight, shape, direction, and location. Okay? Like you might want to say, he went that way, and you point, he went that way.
Ballet.
Or come to me. Or he said, come to me, while you're talking. Okay, so your gestures are tying in. Instead of just sitting there and saying, he said, come to me. He said, come to me. He beckoned that he come to me. Or he said, why don't you go over there? You follow me? And so you're speaking using your gestures, and it's adding life to your speech, and it's also adding attention. Or importance or sense of urgency. They'll know how important it is. You say, it's important that you show up next week for midterm exam. So you hit the table and you show excitement.
That is
I don't know, they didn't work you hard enough at work today. You have too much energy.
Very hard today.
Too much energy.
Very hard today.
All right. And finally, if you have comparison and contrast, move both your hands in unison to show similarities. In other words, don't say it was a small.
Why would you say that?
You'll have to say it was a small
Come on.
animal. And I've seen people do it. It was a small animal and a big fish.
Do
Or
that.
you don't want to say so high and so wide. All right? Your gestures must not be confused with what you are saying. Or don't say, he talked softly. You have to say, he talked softly.
I ain't going through that.
All right? And so your gestures must be in line with
It must make sense.
and in tone with the message. All right? Yeah, with the message. So, to be most effective, gestures should be made above your elbow and away from your body. They should be vigorous and definite to show conviction, and
Enthusiasm.
you want to be enthusiastic if you want people to listen to you. Okay, gesture also should be full and varied rather than partial and repetitious. The same movement over and over is distracting. I find it distracting. I do this sometimes. Some people, they're speaking or preaching, and they'll do this. And they'll do this. And they'll do this. And they'll keep doing it. And I find it distracting. It's just too much of it. Right?
But what if I only need my glasses to read my work?
No, if they were doing it for that, like if they were doing this and then looking at the note, but oftentimes they'll come and they'll do this and you'll see them do that. It's a nervous gesture that impedes communication in the
If I can't see you, nothing I can do.
in the
Put on
speech.
glasses.
All right. Now, also, generally, clenched fists show power or anger. So you don't want to use an open hand shows generosity and caring. So you don't want to say something about generosity and caring and you have a clenched fist. You want to, right, oh, you're right, okay? So your gestures must tie in. Now, people should pay attention to what you are saying. Folding your arms across your chest projects strength and